taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you.
Hello and welcome back to another Angry Canadian reaction video. Hopefully I got the audio issues fixed today. I think I lost audio halfway through the last video, but we'll move on with this. Once again, we're reacting to a Brit, reacting to, this time, 10 things that shocked me living in Canada. Culture shocks. So let's dive into this and see what kind of things shock people.
10 culture shocks of moving to Canada. Really excited to get into this and see what we got. Before we do, appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Let's check out these culture shocks.
So in this video, we're going to explore the 10 culture shocks I experienced while moving to Vancouver from the Philippines.
Right, okay.
What I'm about to share is based purely on my personal experiences and is not meant to generalize Canada or the Philippines. So let's keep it cool. After all, the goal here is to connect over our shared experiences. So without further ado, let's dive in. The first one is going to be a weird start, but after coming back home, I forgot how much I missed having a bidet in my bathroom, or rather washroom, as Canadians like to call them.
Right.
Yes, I was flushed.
Wait, do most Canadian homes have bidets then?
To find that most
No. On the contrary. It's starting to become a thing now, but for the most part, only up until recently, no bidets.
Washrooms don't have bidets in Canada. Most Canadians rely on the good old tissue paper and water to get to the bottom of things.
Oh wait, well, in the Philippines it's mainly bidets. Listen, you know, the only time I've ever used a bidet was when I went to Spain, and it was so nice. I'm not gonna lie, I would definitely have one here. But yeah, no, isn't that just, yeah, in the UK we just use toilet paper.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, however, we usually have this type of bidet that almost looks like a miniature shower head.
Wait,
that we use to do our duty. But yeah, not a lot of bidets here, so.
Oh, the bidet I use just sat there, just squirt up your butt.
Interesting.
That's a natural shower head. You have to. Oh, okay.
To get one and thank me later.
Right. Transit.
Next, I want to talk about the traffic situation in Manila. To be honest, it's notorious for having terrible traffic, and I experienced this firsthand during my visit.
Yeah, this is like a nightmare. This is Philippines, right?
I ride from Ortigas to my home, which should have been a 45-minute drive, but I ended up being stuck in traffic for 3 full hours.
Wow.
Bro. Yo, if I'm looking at my maps and it's telling me traffic 3 full hours, I'm getting out the car, I'm leaving the car there, I'm walking, I'm finding the McDonald's.
Anxious throughout the ride, but I think this may have been a reverse culture shock for me, because I'm just used to seeing not a lot of cars on the road in Canada. And the same goes for commuting. In Canada, people...
Wait, so, listen, I know there's not a crazy big population in Canada, and Canada's very, very, very big. Does that mean Canada don't really have much traffic then? Because that would be amazing.
Usually mind their own business during their commute, but in Manila...
No, we have traffic. Especially the major cities get major traffic. Yeah, no, we got those problems too.
I had to remind myself to be more aware of my surroundings.
Right,
it's not to say that commuting in Manila is less safe, but the surroundings have changed drastically, and new developments have contributed to more traffic. Because of that, I had to be more cautious and street smart.
Right, got
Next, have you ever wondered how different grocery and shopping experiences can be between 2 different countries? In Canada, some grocery stores like Superstore or TNT ask for a deposit before using their shopping carts.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You worded that weird. I was gonna freak out. I thought you meant like you actually going shopping, but no. In the UK, like, is it $1 in Canada? We put like in the
quarter,
UK, like a pound coin in there, and then you can like ours are the same.
To get a shopping cart, you have to put in a loonie or $1.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, you do get your deposit back when you return the cart to its right place.
Yeah.
Another thing I noticed is that Canada has their own self-checkout and no longer uses plastic bags.
Right.
This means you can scan your items and...
Wait. If you can't get plastic bags at all, then where do you put your shopping?
in these bags here. Every store has them. See, this one's a Real Canadian, the Superstore. Sobeys is another grocery store. They have their own bags. All the grocery stores have their own bags. Walmart has their own bags. You can bring your own bags, make your own bags. But yeah, we don't have plastic anymore.
Like I know they're cutting down on plastic bags in the UK, but you can buy them. Like you just have to pay for them now. They're not free.
Tuck it away using your own reusable bag, or use the carton boxes available in store to pack away your items.
Boxes?
On the other hand, the Philippines still
Yes.
adopts the use of plastic bags, and they even have cashiers per grocery stall to assist you with your items.
Right,
Canada
okay.
also accepts digital wallets like Apple Pay or Samsung Pay,
Yeah.
and most times I don't even have to bring my physical card out to make purchases.
Oh, listen, yeah, that's the same in the UK, man. Like, it's becoming a problem. I'm literally not taking my wallet anywhere, and it's gonna, like, I'm gonna end up in a bad situation where I need my card. Like, my phone's died, and I didn't realize, and I can't, I can't buy anything. You know what I mean? I
Yep.
literally just go out the house now with just my phone, and that's it.
Don't.
That's literally it.
In the Philippines, they have something similar called GCash, but it's only accepted at select supermarkets.
Okay.
Also, I noticed that Costco in Canada and the SNR in the Philippines have very similar features.
Really?
So it's safe to say that if you're looking to shop for items in bulk, you can find that in both countries.
Okay,
now,
cool.
at Costco Canada, you can only pay with a MasterCard credit card or a Visa debit card. I only have this one MasterCard from Neo, and I use it every day to earn cash back on all my everyday purchases.
Okay.
Another thing to be aware of are the taxes for the purchase of goods and services.
Yes.
In the Philippines, prices usually include taxes, which means what you see on the tag is what you will pay for.
Wait, does Canada do the same thing that America does, and like it would do it all at the end? You pay
Yes.
the tax at the end.
At
Yes.
the cashier. But in Vancouver, there's a 5% GST and 7% PST that are added to the price of the products.
What's that?
This means that a $100 item would cost $112.
The GST is a goods and service tax. The PST is a provincial sales tax. We have a harmonized sales tax here in New Brunswick, which is 15%.
Canadian dollars at the cash register.
Oh,
so
wait.
for those who are accustomed
Oh wait, yeah. So like, I go to a Canadian shop, it's $100. I pick it up. I go to the till, it's $112.
to all-inclusive
15,
pricing,
but yeah.
this can come as a shock.
Depends on
and it may
which
take a few
province
seconds
you're
of
in.
mental calculation
Right,
to figure out how
okay.
much you owe. Lastly, I will
Interesting.
talk about the return policy in both countries. When I used to shop in the Philippines, I had to be extra sure about what I was going to buy because return policies there are strict to
Oh, okay.
non-existent.
Really?
In Canada, on the other hand, you can return or get a refund at most stores within
Yeah, UK
With
is
a receipt.
so easy with returns, and like people generally do buy clothes or buy whatever. They will wear the clothes with the tags on, and I'm like, why do you still have the tag on? And they're like, I'm taking it back tomorrow.
Yeah. Loser.
Like, it's that easy to return your items. People are getting clothes for events and then just taking them back. You know, I bet some people in Canada, if it's that easy as well, I bet some watching this has done it.
30 days if you
Probably.
have the receipt.
Not me.
Food? Oh, I bet they both have good food. This is what the UK is lacking on.
Putin.
Is that poutine?
Up
Yes.
next for my favorite segment, let's talk about food. To be
Yes.
honest, when I first moved to Canada, I was worried about missing out on the Asian diet, but I was
Okay.
pleasantly surprised to find that Vancouver has a wide range of Asian food and the best
Cool.
sushi scene by far.
Oh,
I've
really?
discovered a lot of
Wait, that's a big statement. The best? So if you're a sushi fan, Canada is the best?
popular Japanese sushi
No, she said Vancouver. I wouldn't come to New Brunswick here and look for good sushi.
and ramen restaurants throughout the city,
Okay.
like Marutama, Jinni, and Ramen Danbo. And Vancouver also has some delicious Korean chicken
Oh,
wings
wow.
from DK Chicken. You gotta try that out. And also Vietnamese pho and banh mi.
UK don't really do big on like Vietnamese or what was the first one, like Korean food. We have a lot of like Chinese, Indian. You can get places it's Thai. But, like if you look hard enough, you might be able to get some of these places, but yeah, they're not popular. They're not
DK
common.
chicken, you gotta try that out. And also Vietnamese pho and banh mi, perfect for rainy days.
Well, there's a huge Asian population on the west coast of Canada, so you will find a lot more selection of types of food.
And the best part about living in Vancouver is that they also serve some of my favorite Filipino comfort foods like Jollibee,
Okay,
Potato
I've heard of
Corner,
Jollibee.
Shameless Buns, Pin Pin, Goldilocks, and Max's Chicken, making
Never heard of any of these, what she just said.
Neither have I.
right at home.
Right. What's
On the
that?
other hand, and surprisingly enough for me,
That bacon actually looks really good. That bacon looks really, really good.
So does the
the
sausage.
food scene in the Philippines is even more diverse with a lot of different options to choose from.
What?
They even have a Timmy's there, so you can
Oh, really?
experience Canada without having to leave.
Oh,
In
wow,
short,
cool.
both countries offer a variety of delicious food options that are authentic.
You know what? I'm just gonna say right now. I think both countries absolutely destroyed the UK with the food scene. So we're not known for our food.
And high quality, and both places are great to try different cuisines from around the world.
Okay, cool. What is that?
I have no idea.
Now let me talk about my least favorite part of dining out, the tipping culture.
Right.
In
Yes.
Canada, tipping is expected in several service-based industries such as restaurants,
Okay.
bars, hair salons, and tattoo shops. The standard
Really?
tip ranges between 15% to 25% of the total bill, which I
Okay.
find quite high. Personally,
See, I didn't know that Canada had a tipping culture that was like you had to, right? The UK
Huh.
you don't tip. Like you only tip when you know you've had very, very special service.
Sit
But
down
it's like
restaurant.
nobody expects it.
believe that some establishments, for example, milk tea places, shouldn't charge a tip since there's no added value to the experience other than making the milk tea, which
Right.
you paid for. But
Okay.
don't get that twisted. I'm all for paying servers a fair wage, but
Yes.
hopefully employers can do something about that so that these people don't have to rely heavily on tips.
Right,
As for the
gotcha.
Philippines, tipping is encouraged but not necessary, and people there are more grateful when they do receive tips.
Yeah.
Next, let's discuss the concept of time.
Time.
Ever heard
What, is
of
time
Filipino
different?
It's an
time?
illusion.
Well, for those who haven't, let's discuss the concept of time. Ever heard of Filipino time?
No.
Well, for those who haven't, Filipino time is a term for the tendency of many Filipinos being late for events or meetings.
Oh, so Filipino time is just another word for just saying we're late.
In the Philippines, it's more common to be more laid back about time
Okay.
and not take being on time as seriously
Right.
as some other cultures do. In Canada, however,
See, the UK is like kind of half and half. Like, it is what it is, bro. Some people are late, some people early, some people on time. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, people aren't really bothered either way. Like, we're just
Okay, well here in Canada, if you have an appointment for 1 o'clock, be there at 10:02. If you're working for 9 o'clock, be there at 10:02. It's always better to be there at 10:02. 1:45 is even better. You get enough time to really get there early. Show that you're interested.
gonna get on and do whatever we do.
And
You're
prepare.
there or not there, and then you can just turn up whenever you want to turn up. So, like, for example, like if I go to a restaurant and you know some people are late, they might just have to order their food a little bit late because we've already ordered. I'm hungry. Okay.
being
Yeah, that's
punctual
different.
is highly valued and is seen as a way to show respect towards others.
Right.
Canadians generally arrive on time for appointments, and tardiness is considered unacceptable. So
Right,
for my
okay.
fellow
Very.
Filipinos out there planning to live in Canada,
Be on time.
please keep this in mind. Speaking of time, I also want to bring up daylight savings. In Canada, during daylight savings time, we move our clocks forward by 1 hour in the spring and back
Right.
by 1 hour in the fall.
Yep.
So this lets us have more
do
daylight
that
in
here
the
as well.
evenings during the warmer months. On the other hand, because the Philippines sits along the equator, we don't have daylight savings, so you can expect the sun to always rise around 6 a.m.
Right, okay, no
and
need.
set at 6 p.m.
No need for it.
Moving on, I might as well talk a bit about the weather.
Yeah.
I know that
Oh wait, yeah, Philippines will be very, very, very hot. And I have learned that Canada can get hot as well.
Oh yeah.
Depending on location, you know, you might get a lot of snow.
Canada has
Yep.
4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter, whereas
Right.
the Philippines only has 2.
No, we don't have 4. There's construction season, pre-winter, winter, and then construction season. Oh yeah, we do have 4.
Hot and hotter. Kidding aside, I often forget how lucky I was to have such an abundance of sunshine.
Oh, what? In Philippines is that hot?
In the Philippines.
Yeah, well, sure it is.
For people who live in Vancouver, we have brief periods of sunshine from April until about the middle of September.
Right.
But in between that, there's a lot of grayness, rain, and sometimes snow. And because
in the UK, like, we don't get too much snow nowadays, but yeah, we have a lot of grey weather. A lot. Even like in our summers, it could be raining the next day. It could be hot.
I'm looking at blue skies outside right now.
Sunlight is hard to come by, and the lack of sunlight can sometimes mess up with our internal body clock, making us feel sad, tired, and lonely.
See, I feel like this is why most people in the UK are grumpy. It's because of our weather.
It is.
Around this by buying smart light bulbs that mimic a sunrise. Basically, this tricks my body into waking up at a certain time, and it makes me feel more energetic.
Okay.
Now let's compare Manila and Vancouver's natural attractions. In the Philippines, we're known for our stunning tropical beaches.
Okay.
While British Columbia.
Look at that beautiful. Wait, is this the Philippines or British Columbia?
BC.
This is beautiful. I feel like this is Canada. Like, these trees are screaming Canadian.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous, mate.
Province where Vancouver is located is famous for its mountains and coastal views.
Bro, look at that. Like, I know the Philippines is absolutely gorgeous, but man, this is a sight.
In my
Very
opinion,
natural
the water in the
beauty.
Philippines feels more inviting and approachable, and I always feel like taking a dip whenever I'm there.
Okay.
On the other hand, whenever I go for hikes in BC, and I highly recommend you do that over spring and summertime, you can literally smell the fresh air, the pine cones, and just bask in the natural beauty of the mountains.
Does fresh air smell different to like out air?
Oh yeah.
We have different air. How does fresh air smell?
Come here.
Hours.
Come
I
here.
believe that each has its own charm, and it's not fair to pit one against the other because it's like comparing apples to oranges.
Right. Gotcha.
True.
Just don't do that.
The people.
The people.
I feel like both are not gonna be like, you know, grumpy British people. So, you know, let's see.
Up next, let's talk about the people. I don't know why I said it like that. What I missed most about going back home to the Philippines was how outgoing and warm my family and friends are.
Okay.
Reconnecting with them felt like no time had passed at all. They're very easygoing and put relationships and connections in high regard. On the other hand, people in Canada are polite and respectful, but they do tend to keep you at arm's length.
Oh, really?
Canadians value their personal space
that.
more and keep to themselves, although they are still very friendly and approachable.
Oh, yes.
Most of the solid friendships.
So, like, Canadians are just nicer British people. People, we keep each other at arm's length. It's very hard to make a new friend in the UK, but when you make a friend, it's probably a friend for life. You know what I'm saying? But, so like, and when you're not the friend, we're kind of like, we kind of look miserable to other people that we don't know, right?
Yeah.
We just keep ourselves to ourselves. Canadians, on the other hand, kind of, keep the distance, but they're nicer about it, right?
I've made are from different cities like Edmonton, and other times the people I connect with here are actually international students from all parts of the world.
Right.
But yeah, it's still very possible to meet people here and actually have a deeper bond with them, so don't assume that the difficulty I had making friends here will be the same for you. Finally, let's cap off this video with a controversial topic, which is all about weed and booze.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
baby.
know a couple of Canadians, and I know they like their weed.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's banned in the UK.
Oh, really?
Long story short, weed, cannabis, marijuana, whatever you call it,
Oh yeah,
is
it's legal.
here.
Right.
It's been a legal recreational activity since 2018.
Is weed legal everywhere in Canada?
Yes.
Oddly enough, selling cannabis here is actually regulated by the government. You'll see a lot of weed shops at busy streets, especially in the downtown area.
Okay.
And you can even visit one as long as you're 19 years old or above.
Oh, 19. What a weird age. Normally it's like 18 or 21.
All I can say is adults are pretty chill about it, and it kind of reminds me of going to the gym in a sense that I know it's always there. I can try it if I want to, but I just don't have time. Moving on to alcohol, and it may come as a disappointment to some, but yeah, the booze game in BC is just not it.
Why is it
You'll
not
be quite
good?
disappointed to find out that our alcohol is expensive compared to our neighbors in Alberta and even the US because of the tariffs and taxes. Anyway, that wraps up the 10 culture shocks I experienced.
That's why if you want to be a... Okay, well, if you want to drink, come to the Maritimes. New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, PEI, Newfoundland. That's where you want to drink.
Yo, very interesting. Always love these videos, checking out Canada, and we got to learn a little bit about Philippines as well, so that was great.
Yeah.
Let me know what you guys think too in the comment section. If you guys got any video recommendations, let me know as well. If you guys enjoy, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
All right, well, that'll do it for us. We'll see you. Oh, what's that? What's that?
With complimentary.
Oh yeah, kitties. All right, that'll do it. We'll see you next time. Bye.